Hi, I'm Susan Brackley, and I just thought I'd bring some thoughts together so that perhaps we can be exhorted to be better people for the Lord, about better testimony. The thought today that I thought I'd go into is our speech and the way that we can be easily provoked. Do you ever have people that try to invite you into arguments or disagreements, or maybe they're cantankerous or they're censorious and they bring up their opinions boldly, and you just feel this urge to vent or let them know what's what, or your opinion about something. There's a lot of opinions going on right now. They've got people against blacks, and they've got people that are against whites. They've got people that if you don't wear a mask, you're an evil person, and if you do wear a mask, then you're sheep lost. And it's just crazy, the things that are going on, and it's provoking. It's provoking to be judged, and it's provoking to have people come up against you and want to fight when there really isn't one to be had. And at least there shouldn't be on our part for the things of this world and some of the things that even people want to invite us into. I think it was Charles Spurgeon that said, you don't have to go to every argument. You don't have to go to every argument that you're invited to. And I was thinking that when I was reading Proverbs. In Proverbs chapter 15, it says, a soft answer turns away wrath. Okay, somebody wrathful, or somebody trying to instigate something, or someone's mad at you or whatever. It's a soft answer when you come across as non-threatening. And I don't mean to compromise and not do right. I just mean a soft answer turns away wrath, but harsh words stir up anger. So if you have somebody that's already angry, or someone that's provocative, and then you add to it, like I always told my children, if someone comes at you with a flame of fire, meaning a bad attitude, it's better to extinguish it with water, a soft word, than to put gasoline, stir up strife, right? Hateful words stir up strife. And I want to run over to Ecclesiastes, because this one really goes hand in hand with it. Ecclesiastes 10 verse 4 says, if the anger of a ruler rises against you, do not leave your place, for calmness will lay great offenses to rest. Okay, if someone comes up to you and all of a sudden things are going, and your blood pressure starts going, and your adrenaline starts rushing, and you feel like you have to make this thing right this minute. You need to set that person straight, or you need to let them know your innocence or whatever. And you start getting heated and angry where a few minutes ago you weren't, until they entered the room, or until they came over and provoked you, until a certain subject came up and judgments started flying. And then he says here, let me read that again. If the anger of a ruler or any person rises against you, do not leave your place. If you were calm before this situation happened, stay calm after it happens. Don't lose your place because they're trying to pull you into a certain direction, okay? For calmness will lay great offenses to rest, kind of like the soft answer turning away wrath. And then verse 18 of chapter 15 in Proverbs says, a hot-tempered man stirs up strife. They come up at you maybe, and maybe you might be one that causes strife and you provoke people. That's something that we shouldn't do either. But it says, a hot-tempered man stirs up strife, but he who is slow to anger quiets contention. And then verse 28 of the same chapter says, the heart of the righteous ponders how to answer. Stop and think, why am I all heated all of a sudden? Why am I angry because she said that? Why am I upset because she was saying that against my child? Does it make it true? No, not necessarily. And maybe it is true. Maybe it's something that I really need to learn. Whether her attitude's right or wrong, I can examine this and be better for it, right? So verse 28 says, the heart of the righteous ponders how to answer. And that takes time. And that's the problem, is when we say things off the cuff and we don't take the time to pray even about it, and to say, let me think about that. Let me think, obviously you have your points and you've made your points. Let me think about that, and I'll get back to you. Right now isn't a good time for me to talk about it. I really need to think. I want to go and spend some time alone. But the mouth of the wicked pours out evil things. See, we don't want to have to be the mouth of the wicked pouring out evil things. You see, again, you don't need to participate or go to every invitation that you have for an argument. We shouldn't be known as people who are always arguing. When you say, well, the Apostle Paul argued, Jesus argued with the Pharisees and the scribes. Well, that was different, okay? That was righteous indignation for misrepresentation of God and godliness in Christianity, okay? And error, bringing up error. And if someone's bringing up error to you, sometimes it's good, if you know the truth, just to calmly say, you know, that isn't true. The Bible just simply doesn't teach that. Or to say, you know, let me think about this, because you know you're heated and you're not walking in the Spirit. And I will get back to you, because God's Word does have answers to this. And I really do care. But right now is not a good time for me. So again, let's watch our testimony, be very careful how we answer someone, and sometimes we're not required to answer them at all. You know, sometimes it's just, you don't want to lay your pearls out before swine, because they're in a mood and they're just trying to make you look bad or feel bad. And that isn't anything that we're out to prove, right? When Jesus personally was put down, he didn't argue. But when they put the Father down or worship down or the truth down, then that's when he told them that they were white wall sepulchres and that they were snakes and things like that. And again, those were the religious leaders, and we're not Jesus, but we can walk in the Spirit and have a good attitude. And again, take time to think and pray before we answer somebody. So anyway, I hope this has been exhortive to you, because I know I need this reminder myself, because we can all get agitated and we can all get to the place where we're tempted to just spout off or vent or to prove our point. Have a good day. Thanks.